Good morning. My name is Sharron Swan, and I thought this would be a unique way for me to introduce myself to all of my students. I live in Canada. I am a college instructor up here in Canada. I developed a 17-course diploma program that is taught online. I also do training at a business training center in Nelson, and I train small to medium-sized businesses in a huge range of software programs, along with web development, web design, search engine optimization. And I also run a home-based business doing web design, web marketing, software consulting, and I am teaching the Introduction to the Mac Operating System course for Saracoso. This is my second term teaching at Saracoso, and I really do love teaching online, and it was such a thrill to get hired by Saracoso to do some online teaching for them. I live in Canada, as I mentioned earlier, and I live in British Columbia. You can see the little red star in this diagram. It lets you know a little bit better where I live. Here's a closer shot. I live about 4 hours north of Spokane in a fairly remote area. It's very mountainous, lots of trees, rivers, and lakes. The nearest town to me is Nelson, BC. I don't actually live in town, I live in the country, and Nelson's about 20 kilometers away from me. It's quite a nice little heritage town, and what's unique about this town is there's even a lake right in the middle of town. The area that I live in is in quite a snow belt, so there's incredible skiing here, lots of powder skiing. Here are some shots of the snow that we received just this past winter. And I'm married. This is a picture of myself and my husband, Dan. And he's a member with the RCMP up here in Canada. We have 2 daughters. Their names are Crystal and Becky, and they're 25 and 26 years old. We also have our favorite pooch, our pet, Nikita, and he loves snow. This is a picture of my home office. It's in the basement of our home, and I absolutely love working in my office. I tried to make it really bright, cheery colors and have all the things around me that I really like. And this is a shot outside of my office window. I took this picture yesterday, and I really am out in the boonies, and in our area, a lot of wildlife come through our yard, deer, elk, and we're just getting into the bear season now, so the bears are starting to come down from the mountains and starting to sneak into the various people's yards. I love to bike. I try to bike 40 kilometers a day, at least 5 days a week. And I wanted my husband to try and get a picture of my shorts. I bought these shorts in Vegas last year, and they're really cool. They say, keep back 200 feet. The idea was I was trying to get the logging trucks to keep from cutting in so close to me when I'm riding on the highway. It hasn't worked yet. Here are some pictures of my ride, and this was just yesterday, and there's still snow in the mountains. I thought it would be nice for you to be able to have a little bit of a peek of the area that I live in, and this is right along my biking route that I take every day. My biking takes me about 2 hours to do the 40 kilometers. It depends on wind and logging trucks as to how long it actually takes me to do this. And this is a picture of me with my car. I call it my California car because my dream is to move to California, to the desert in particular. And I actually put more miles on my bike than I do my car. Anyway, that's my short introduction of myself. And once again, I really want to welcome you to the online course at Saracoso College.